Okay guys, so this is a little bit different. Got a really dirty aluminum radiator. This little guy got busted off. Now it doesn't look like it was welded on there nicely to begin with. Man, I don't know what to do. So that's gonna be fun. I love those welds. Looks like MIG, except for this part. Either way, I guess I'm gonna try and clean it up and see if I can glue it on back on there. Man, I wish that was threaded or something. Nope. I have a feeling this is gonna stink. But what do you do? All right, let's see what I can do. Alright, so what I tried to do here is try to round this back out, but using this, I'm going to use the chrome extension so that it didn't transfer metal onto the aluminum. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm not an aluminum guy, but we shall see, right? So I'll tap this guy a little bit more. Could have used a little brass hammer, but do I have a brass hammer? No. So that's what I'm using. That should work. I think I might file these edges flat, just so it has a nice flat surface to weld onto a flat surface. Looks right. Same thing with this guy. Anything's a hammer. I don't know exactly how thin this is. That is pretty thin. I know I'm probably ruining all the work that I did with this file. Now there's gonna be metal shavings in there, but I'm willing to accept that risk for the moment. Deburring tool works pretty good. Guess we'll have to see. Okay, let me get set up. I don't know which way I want it to point. All right, let's get set up. Okay. So As I mentioned, you guys are really close. You guys are like 3 or 4 inches away now. Really, really close. Let me grab my stool. I'm using 1/16 4043 filler rod. Now, I don't know if it's the right stuff, but that's what I'm going to use. And I'm not a big fan of welding this super thin stuff because I can't hardly see it, even with reading glasses. So this is going to be fun for you, not so much for me. But it's a learning, right? That's what all it's about, learning. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can tack that without knocking it off. Well, I don't know what happened, but my TIG machine doesn't want to work. It just quit as far as any output coming out of the foot pedal. I'm gonna have to pull that thing out. All right. Well, I'm not much of a troubleshooter guy with electronics, but when you find little pieces like that, it looks like they go to that. That is not good, man. This dumb thing. Whatever it was, it popped. I don't know why. It was working fine. Just boom. I wonder what that circuit board's gonna run. Oh, it's a small guy. It's a small one. Still, doesn't mean the price is any less. This stinks. Okay, I gotta call my Miller, not my Miller guy. My buddy who repairs welding machines. He'll be more familiar with this. But now I know what to tell him to look at. All right. That stinks. Well, it looks like they're making me break out the the old Econo TIG. I've had this thing since the mid 90s, late 90s. Used it for a while, good machine. You know, it's a little small, but it worked for what I needed at the time. So, high dollar unit, not so high dollar unit. I'm gonna have to try and see if I can remember how this thing works. So, pretty excited. Hadn't used it in such a long time. So we'll see. I hope I have the right tungstens for it. Pretty simple. Hopefully it all works. I may take the covers off to kind of just look inside, see if all the contacts are clean and whatever else. But I'm excited. Put it back to use. Let's see what happens. O-ring. It's went to something. Now I gotta see what's in the bag. I've forgotten already. That's the regulator. Oh wow. Now I remember this. What's this? Little WP9. Can't read that. Now I remember why I bought this, because this is so tiny. My brother and I used to do. We used to build race car chassis. Do narrow ends, roll bars, back halves, things of that nature. And thought we'd go hit it out on our own. And that was the machine we bought for it at the time. And this little guy, I had the little stubby caps also, but this little guy was so nice and that you could just weld around those tubes real easily. Probably to change to the bigger torch. That's all I got now. So just quick disconnect there. So good memories. Okay, let's see what happens. Well, here goes nothing. I haven't used this machine since maybe 2012. Okay, a little hotter. There it was. Pedal was a little bit off. All right, let me try that again. Turn it down. Okay, it gets hot enough, but something's going on with the pedal. I may open it up and kind of clean the contacts. All right, so I took this off, and this little guy's not doesn't have any spring tension in it anymore. I don't know if I can open that up or not, or just be very careful so that it pushes out. It wasn't touching, making contact all the way throughout this here. I just made contact at the full spot. Need a little more spring tension. Wonder if I can, I don't know, I have to keep messing with it. All right, well, got this guy moving now. Next time, let's install this back on the machine. Not the prettiest, but it'll work. Alright, so this is going to be definitely interesting, because I can't hardly see that small, and this is super thin. I'm going to leave it just as it is. You guys are about 5 inches away. Oh, that's hot. Did a good job of melting the hole. Okay, so that is a horrible mess. Couldn't hardly get anything on there. But now that I've got some junk on there, what I think I'm gonna do is, as it is, now I can weld it onto there and gob some junk on there, hold them together, and then I'll drill it through afterwards. So at least I have a little bit thicker wall to say. I can probably file that down a little bit to make it sit a little better on there. So let me do that. Look at that. That is about as ugly as I've ever seen. What a mess. Yucca. That is nasty. I'm not proud of it, but it's fixed, and I am not proud of that at all. That is a little beyond my skill set. That is really thin, really thin. So all that's left now is to let it cool a little bit, and then to drill the hole. That's cool enough. I'll drill the hole. Hang tight. Well, again, that was quite a mess, but I made it through. That's good. And so yeah, I mean, unfortunately that thing boogered out, and I'm having to use this guy. So, oh man, it starts at 18 amps. Well, either way, that was a little high. That was very difficult, but it worked, and it's a good little machine, little 60 hertz machine. But again, thanks for watching. Sorry we had this mess. Got that sun coming in real bright. All right, well, thank you again. Hopefully you learned something. If anything, you learned what not to do. So seems typical these days. This is crazy tough. Either way, thanks again. We'll catch up with you guys next time. Alrighty, so I didn't actually like the way that came out. It came out kind of really bad. And that just looks horrible. Oops, here. That looks horrible. And I thought I'd let it go, but I can't do that. That's pretty bad. So I'm gonna try to sweat this fitting. Oh no, it's not sweated on. It's welded. And it's welded from the inside. Well, that stinks. And so I thought I would put one of these guys on there. But now it's almost looking like it's too big. We'll have to see. Yeah, this tank. This was welded from the inside right around in here. Well, that stinks. And then this flange might be a little bit too big. So I'll probably have a little bit of a gap along this edge there, but you know, as they say, if you can step across it, you can fill it. So I'm gonna try and fill it. And so, man, what to do? Okay, I'm gonna try and see how to cut it off in a nice way. You know, I wonder if I could pressurize that side and use the die grinder in here, and as the die grinder is going, the air pushing out will push the shavings out. I really don't know. So I'm right on the edge of messing it up. But maybe if I do get some shavings there, I can rinse them out before I weld this new flange on there. So here we go. Yeah, it looks like it just might work. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Give that a shot. Ta-da! It actually worked. Right on. I like using this guy here. Single fluted, I guess. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're very aggressive, so you have to be real careful. So, yay, it worked. Now just brush that up, clean it up. Actually, I'm gonna do a little more on that, just to make it nicer. Okay, let me clean that up more. Get a little close. Well, that is great. Excellent. Let me rearrange the radiator, get it stood up or something, and that way I can kind of get it ready to go. It goes nothing. I hope the machine is strong enough to mount that flange. Takes a little while for the heat to build up, but it did it. All right, let me check the other side. It's gonna be tough. Ooh, that's hot already. Here we go. Don't touch it, huh? I don't have any steady rest right now. Let me grab some pliers. Yucca. But it's not gonna leak. That's pretty nasty. Well, it looks like that'll do it. Man, oh man, that ain't pretty. Not really proud of it, but I was struggling with all these cables and this junk in my way. And of course, that's just a lame excuse, right? But at least it's on there. So, a lot better. Get my camera stand out of the way. A lot better than it was. And, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Right? I don't like that I went up on the edges, but it's very hard to control with this type of machine. The arc was wandering a lot, and of course I probably didn't have the right tungsten, but it's on there, so it'll work. And yeah, worked out a lot better than it was. So that'll do it. I hope you learned something, at least what not to do. So anyway, that should do it, and thanks you guys for watching, and thanks for all your support. See you guys later.